Launched in 2016, NREP Foods is a black-owned catering company dedicated to creating revolutionary services in South Africa by incorporating innovative foods for any event. Well, they offer a variety of foods and even offer a delivery service. We have invited NREP Foods Chef Sikhona Gumede for those who are still to figure out what to make for lunch on Sunday. Well, today, and because you've been eating fish the entire weekend, so maybe he'll give us more ideas. Sikhona, welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
I mean, talk to us about NREP Foods. When was it established? What was the inspiration behind this?
Well, the company was formed in 2016. The inspiration really was to try and bridge the gap on the hospitality business and also see what we can do creatively more than what is already happening in the industry. So when we then started the company, the objective was to target the high-end clients who have money to spend and also want to, who like to enjoy good things in life. So the inception of it then was hand-picking the equipment, the right equipment that we're going to use, and to be able to speak to the clients that we wanted to speak to. But we then decided to invite a couple of events organizers and wedding planners at the time who were already speaking to the clients that we wanted to tap into. So we did a food tasting for them to say, look, if your clients want delicious food and good presentation, then, we are your people. Yeah. So that's how then, we get to tap into those clients that we were looking for at the time. Yeah.
Tell us about your culinary journey. When did this love for cooking come from? And when did you decide, I'm going to take this thing seriously?
Well, it actually started in 2015 when I came back from failed business attempts in Tanzania. Yeah. So because then I had to go through this spiritual journey with myself to say, what is it that God has put inside of me as a purpose? And the thoughts of growing up at home and spending time with my mom in the kitchen, and those thoughts came flooding back, and having dishes that I would do for my friends, and they will come over. And if I'm invited to braai, I will actually bring in certain salad as a contribution. So I then realized that, okay, this is what really I was born to do, and because remember at that time when I came back, the resources were finished. I didn't have money to actually go to culinary school. So everything I know about the food and the business is self-taught. So that's how then the business grew, and the journey then continue there until where we are right now.
Yeah, I want to talk about those badges on your chef's coat. That is a symbol of the journey that you've taken. Hey, tell us a little bit about those.
Okay. Well, these were last year. This time last year, I think it was May. We were part of myself and my partner, Chef Mbula. We were then part of the 40 chefs that were selected to represent South Africa in the World Chef Congress, which was in Abu Dhabi last year. So these badges were really part of being drafted as the World Chef or the World Chef Association as a part of that group, and also, being recognized as an international chef. And this was just based on, not really on the qualification, because like I said, everything is self-taught, but it's on the work that we have done for the industry and the contribution that we have done in the hospitality as a whole. Yeah. We're talking about job creation, and, we have a staff complement of 20 people now, both here in Durban and here in Johannesburg. So we do events all over the country, and we're working on creating. In fact, last year we registered a hospitality business school. The idea is to help young chefs to actually business owners. So the first of its kind. So we're still in the process of putting that together, getting modules approved, being part of the Department of Education and South African Chef Association helping us to put that together. So that's the vision that we actually want to take the business and also the industry as a whole. Yeah.
Are you finding that's the challenge with young chefs, is that they leave culinary school and then they have no sense of how to run a business, because essentially that's what you need to become, a chef that can run a business?
No, absolutely. Because they actually get graduated, but obviously you find that in the industry that they're employed at like 5-star hotels or wherever, they're already head chefs there. So it will take them forever really to be head chefs because there are already guys who are there and they've been doing it and they'll continue to do it.
Yeah.
So now the idea of then making those chefs business owners, it's how we're then going to create jobs, but also helping them to have their own thing that they own, because that freedom of having your own business and making your own decision, deciding what to charge, and it's what every young black person needs, that freedom of doing your own thing. So the school will then help with producing business owners and entrepreneurs.
Okay, before we end off this conversation, I want to talk about what's on here. What did you bring for us? Sims is excited about the sushi. I see a bit of sushi and salmon there.
Yes. So this is what we call a harvest table.
Okay.
Usually it depends on the size of the people that you are hosting.
Okay.
We're moving away from that pre-snacks of Simba chips and peanuts, crackers and all of that, because that takes away the appetite. So not only does this look good for your guests, but also it allows them to mingle. And also whilst you're still preparing the meal that they're going to have, you can also have this as a dessert. You know, some people don't like sweet things, and you can have the harvest fruit as part of the dessert. Yeah,
how do you then decide which fruit to then, because I mean, already I'm looking at the, the grapefruit, and then how do you then decide which fruit makes the best one for your clients?
Well, I think that's where creativity comes in, because the scalping of the fruit obviously is a technique, and also depending on the fruits that are available on season at the time. So in most cases in South Africa, there are certain fruits that are available throughout. So depending on what you can get hold of, then you select those fruits. But really the look and the feel, how you place them, they needs to be easy to eat. You just can't put an apple complete, because then, it's just too much. So cutting it and, placing it in this form, then not only does it looks nice, but also, it's the presentation is good. And also it adds value. Think about the event now, a wedding. When you have a table like this full of this fruit placed nicely, it actually brings people together whilst they're waiting for the bride and the groom taking pictures. Then they have something to nibble on and, create a conversation. All
right, Chef, before I let you go, quickly, give us your details. Well, how do people get a hold of Chef Sikhona?
I'm on Instagram, Chef_Sikhona. My partner, Chef_Mvula. And the cell phone number or the WhatsApp number is 072-422-0926.
All right, Chef Sikhona, thank you so much for talking
to us.
Thank you for having me. That was our guest for today, our guest chef today, NREP Food Chef Sikhona Gumede.